What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I appreciate all everyone's support, leaving likes on the videos, comments, and of course, subscribing. I hope I will earn your subscription today. There's a lot going on in the world outside of kind of petty internet drama with the latest blue-haired liar on the internet. But yesterday, Aldo Budazzoni, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, Aldo. I am following you, though, so shout out to you. Released a very concerning Twitter thread about YouTube and how its content targeting works, in particular via their app aimed at the younger generation. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but, well, I guess parents do, but a lot of, childless weirdos like myself, we kind of forget that, like, there's a whole different side of YouTube called YouTube Kids or whatever. And there's an app where, like, they can only see certain content. This is why when people create stuff, they have to decide whether or not whatever they want to actually upload, if it would qualify as targeted towards them. We also saw a lot of creators who had content that lived on the line of that get destroyed by COPPA, but that's for a different day. This thread is very, very concerning. Especially because YouTube has already said, hey, we filter out this content for kids. We are gatekeeping this. This is safe. This is good. This is okay for you. And it's very concerning. I assume for parents. And let's get into this. So obviously this video is going to be kind of a spicy topic. So real quick shout out, coffeebrandcoffee.com is my coffee company. We've got 15 plus different coffees. We've got these awesome Valentine's Day gift boxes right now. We've got tea, loose leaf tea, 12 different organic. Promo code I'm back, save 10% today. If nothing else, open a new window and just check out the reviews. They'll speak for themselves. Or Meta PCs, link in the description. Promo code The Quartering. Veteran-owned business, the computer I use. It's the computer I tell my friends and family to use, and they stand by. They've stood by me for a long time. So Aldo writes, YouTube Kids is potentially, they claim that they are, pushing, alphabet content and propaganda. He says, I just made an account and what I found is disgusting. I made an account for someone who's between 9 and 12. And one of the very first videos they recommend is kids meet gender non-conforming person. Why? Why is YouTube doing this? Why does every corporation want to raise your kids? I guess, they can mold you into they can mold the kids into like the perfect little soldier for them. So recommended. And you see here on the second, and shout out to Aldo for this work. Right here, it's like, a gender non-conforming person. Why is that recommended? Somebody who's 9. Kids meet a gender non-conforming person. Why? Here's just one of the screenshots of the myriad of videos they have to inject young ones with this type of programming. Why do kids need to be exposed to this? Well, I think we know the answer. Of course, oh my God, this channel's still around. Queer kids stuff. This is one of the most it's just a terrible channel. Not what I would, not what I like, obviously, because you're getting videos like, let's talk about Black Lives Matter. I mean, why is that? What? Meet Desmond is amazing. Oh, that's more queer kid stuff. The Meaning of Pride featuring drag queen Nina West. Remember when Nickelodeon got absolutely demolished over this? There is also a endless supply of these type of videos. Do children really have the capacity to understand these concepts? This is not education. This is indoctrination. The video called I'm Gay, 59 seconds. Prince Henry, a gay fairy tale. You see, I'm okay. It's okay to be gay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. It feels like, a 9-year-old doesn't need to be consuming this type of content. It just doesn't. One of the most prominent channels is, of course, that Kid Stuff channel where they break down the infinite orientations in the group and detail what each letter means. Many of the episodes feature drag queens and quote-unquote queer kids. The host is Lindsay Amer, an American LGBTQ activist and YouTuber, and has been recognized by GLAAD at the TED Conference and the Webby Awards for their work relating to this advocacy. Consent. Is that what we're talking about, a 9-year-old? Consent is about giving one permission to someone or something. This is one of the most bizarre teaching videos on teaching children how to, quote, give consent. What exactly are they teaching kids to consent to? They say it's about kids, toys, and playing, but there's a more sinister undertone given the cultural rise of one particular community. Take a look at Billboard, Chris's recent video where a man says, young ones can consent. A mature adult who understands the concept of consent. Why should we limit someone by their age? Ugh, gross. He continues, they're trying to push two ideas. Kids have agency, kids have consent. The only logical conclusion to these existing concurrently is, well, the big P word. And so they put a big article over on PragerU, which you can read. I'll also read this article from Timcast. PragerU personality details YouTube kids promoting LGBTQ plus content. These videos are not child friendly, and YouTube is pushing them to, quote, indoctrinate kids. YouTube reportedly recommends a Hi-Ho Kids video entitled Kids Meet Gender Non-Conforming Person for their, quote, older children content tier. The content also promotes gender and identity themes videos for the accounts, including one channel. Of course, we talked about that, Nina West. I think that what's interesting here is that this is curated. They know who's seeing it, right? And they know the age of those people who are seeing it. So somebody at YouTube has said, this is cool for a 9-year-old. Now, I can't say half the words that I'm reading in these articles, but these videos are all, of course, monetized. I don't know if I could make the jump to the big P here. I just, it's different. And of course it's difficult, obviously, but it's questionable. Their choice that they made. It's probably some, woke activist working at Twitter. I'm sorry, at YouTube. God, they're all the same. And they don't know, or they don't care. They think, yeah, this is appropriate because these companies, these corporations, they want to replace mom and dad. This is something that, has become abundantly clear to me. They want to replace mom and dad. They want kids to get grown up and being told by corporations or by approved messengers that this is what you should be doing, thinking, reading, consuming, speaking, how to vote. These are the products you should buy, all of this kind of stuff. Now, every time, one of these, I think like I would immediately ask the question to YouTube, what is your curation process like, and what made you think that these videos were appropriate for someone who is 9 or 10? Because they're not. They're just clearly not. And if parents want to, let's say, and like, again, I'm not, even as skin crawling as some of these videos are, like, I'm not against their existence. I'm not saying they should be banned. But I think I think the default setting of an app for all kids should be that this kind of stuff is clearly filtered out. I think, any of that kind of, that is stuff that a parent should be, if they want, should be, introducing their own child. They should be making the decision with their own children. If some woke parent wants to show their kid, meets a gender non-conforming person, then I think that that's their right. Okay, they're the parent. They want to raise their kid to just be a nice little socialist or whatever. They can show them that content, but they absolutely should not be in the default settings, because I think the default for most families just you know, that they don't want their kids consuming this type of content. You know, and it's all kind of about this erosion of cultural norms. Even yesterday when I posted a video about, you know, in the whole bring it back to Liza Blue thing, but like she had some weird videos, some weird takes on consent. And then I had a bunch of like consent weirdos in my comments that are like, you know, they always make these weird arguments about like, oh, well, yeah, 13-year-olds should be like, no. But they always couch it and word it try to sound really smart, but they're just peds, you know, like in my opinion. This is nuts. This is very disappointing for YouTube, given how much time they spend suppressing conservative content, and you know, and individual non-mainstream content that, of course, they're spending equal amount of time trying to program kids, and it's just not okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Wherever you're watching it, please do subscribe if you want, or if you haven't, please check out my coffee company. And if you're in the market for a PC, Meta PCs. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.